Hello, today is Google's birthday. It was actually incorporated as a limited company on September the 4th, 1998. Um, but they've made today the official birthday, and it celebrates the day back in January 96 when Sergey Brin, a student at Stanford, was showing around the campus a prospective new student, Larry Page. And when Larry Page eventually came to the university, they piled up again, and out of that came the work that they did in their university rooms to develop Google, originally known as PageRank, but eventually took on the name Google because the word Google, spelt with OL at the end, means one plus 100 zeros, 10 to the power of 100, just to symbolize the huge amount of information that can be gathered through it. And today there are 20 data centers all searching the web, crawling as they call it, gathering information together, analyzing it, indexing it, and then it is made available in 150 languages. And so I think it's an extraordinary way of bringing the world together. It's a way of, it's a word. Google will be a word that is known in 150 languages. It's a hugely uniting product, and enables us to find out almost anything from almost anywhere in the world. The point that I think I just want to draw out of this, alongside just being very, very grateful for this enormous resource that most of us have, the point about our life situations that it makes me think of is the fact that the difference between this search engine and previous ones. Before Google started, we were using things like Ask Jeeves and other similar search engines, which used to rank the pages depending on how many hits were made on each page. So the more hits a page had, the higher up the rankings it went. But the Larry Page and Sergey Brin thought that this was not the most effective way of doing it. Their way of doing it was to see how each page linked with other pages. So the key thing was not how many hits, but how many links. And this is how it's developed. Now, of course, there are many other things to take into account, not only the language, but things like the quality of the web page, the question of whether it's good or whether it works well on a mobile phone, and so on. 200 different factors determine whether where on the rankings the page comes. But I'm interested in the fact that the important thing in the early days was the links. And I think if our world is going to move forward, that's what's going to help us. If we really link up with people all over the world who are different from us, who have different ideas from us, and recognize our solidarity, the more links, the more connections there are between human beings the world over, the better the world will be, and the better use we'd be able to put to such extraordinary inventions as Google.